Welcome back to another anime review. We are reviewing Rifles is Beautiful. Now then, with that being said, let's go off with the episode structure, something that I don't like to talk about that much. Um, there are 12 episodes in this anime. There's only going to be 12 episodes. Which, by the way, this anime has an English dub, so if you can watch it dub and sub, which I still don't know why. Because if an anime is not that popular, they don't usually get a dub. So I'm just like, what the fuck? This anime is technically decent. It's not good and it's not great, but it's not bad either. The main thing about this anime, however, is the episode things, okay? There's a special, so there's technically 13 episodes instead of 12. If you watch all 12 episodes and then the special, you're going to be really fucking confused. Sort of. The special is just a recap of all the episodes. Not necessarily, because it's only a recap from episode 1 to episode 7, because the title of the episode is 7.5. So if you want to watch the special, watch it after you watch episode 7, and then you watch episode 8 after you watch the special. So that's another thing that you should do, that, because I did not know any of the characters from episode 8 to episode 12 until I watched the special, and then they explained it to me what every character is. Every character in this anime, other than the four main characters, do not get any character development. Every character that's in the national team are only shown up in the last 4 episodes. That is kind of, well, they do show up in the special, but they only get talked about. They don't really talk in the camera and stuff like that. But the main problem I have with this anime is its structure. It makes no goddamn sense. Because they was mainly focused on the sport. Because the sport is technically an Olympic sport, so to speak, in the winter time. It's not in the summertime, because you have to wear some heavy. You have to wear some like heavy fucking clothes just to make sure you don't move around. Because you're supposed to stand 10 meters from the target from your rifle, and then you're supposed to shoot the rifle. When you shoot the bullseye, you get 10 points. But however, if you do get closer to the center of the bullseye, of the white circle, you get more points. So if you're like halfway between the center dot and through the next point, which is 9, you get 10.5 points. So it's like you get more points. And you might think that, oh, that's just easy. You have to shoot 60 shots in less than 45 fucking minutes. You have 45 minutes to shoot 60 shots. And that's fucking exhausting and exhilarating too, because it drains your mental health, your mental and physical health, because of the fact that you're putting too much strain and focusing on where to shoot. That's where I think that it's a really interesting anime. It's a really good, interesting sport. I did not know about this sport. It's a really interesting sport. It's just that it's not popular here or popular in the whole world. There might be a few things, but it's technically a club activity because it's in the club room, and that's what happens. Now then, we have four main characters. We also have the teacher that we have to talk about, but we're mainly focused on the four main characters. Main character wants to go to the Olympics. That's why I brought the Olympics up. Um, she wants to go to the Olympics by using the rifle club to do so. Yeah, exactly my point. The main thing of what she wants to do is the fact that she wants to play in the Olympics so that way she can get popular for the sport. Sport's not that popular in the whole entire world, but that's beside the point. Okay. She's also a dimwit, but the problem with her though, she does make it to nationals, which I think is really interesting. But the main problem with her though is the fact that she's good one round, but then she sucks the next round. Then she's good, then she's bad. So when she's shooting the 60 shots, she's scattered all over the place. Okay, that's what pretty much happens. Then you got her childhood friend that she knows for since elementary school. She's sort of like a mom. She's kind of average. She's better than she when she's not focusing. Because our main character, when she focuses and she's in competition, she does really good. But however, when she's just practicing, her elementary school friend is better than she is. But she doesn't make it to nationals because she cracks under the pressure. Um, which is kind of sad, but I kind of understand that. Okay, okay. Then we get our third main character, which is a girl with blue hair. She is the quiet, shy one, but she's also really good at everything she does, and it pisses me off. She also gets a cat for some reason. I don't know why that got brought up. And the fact that once she goes to nationals, the cat just leaves. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand its concept. It doesn't make any sense. Then you got the girl that's the prodigy of the four groups, four people, and she is half Japanese, half Russian. She's really good. She gets a practice match with her club, with another school club who is actually really good. But the only reason why she can do that with that club is because the club president of the shoot rifle club of the other school is her fucking cousin, which that pisses me off. She's got tie-ins, damn it. But anyway, those are the four main characters. Now the teacher comes in late, because the fact that teacher comes in late, like episode 4, like episode 5, 6, and 7, because of the fact that they need a teacher to go to get them to go to nationals. Because if they don't have a teacher, they can't go to nationals. So that's why that gets brought up. But to be frankly honest with you, she's not really the type. She's not. She's in the manga and stuff, and she's a kind of a geek. And she's also on Taku when she was in high school. But the thing is the fact that they go to her house at some point. They have to clean it up because she bought too much stuff on Amazon, like like a lot of fucking anime shit and a lot of fucking manga, which I thought was fucking funny. Um, but the problem is the fact that they were trying to teach her about the club and the sport, but they never do that on camera. They do it off after everyone's asleep. With that being said, though, I think this anime has a lack of identity because of the sport that it's trying to focus on. But I think it focuses on the sport more than the characters themselves. Like of the four main characters, only two characters I see have character growth, and that's the girl that's half Japanese and half Japanese and half Russian, and then the other character is the main character, which is the girl with the with the red bow on her head. The other two characters are just there because the girl with the blue hair, who's quiet and shy, she doesn't really get that much character development. And all the rest of the characters don't come in late. I mean, seriously, like it's so underwhelming and it feels like it's just rushed. But to be frankly honest with you, I have to say that it gets a 5 out of me. I'd rather give this a 5. It's good. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not like it's gonna wow you. It's like for example, every episode's good, every episode's solid, but it doesn't have any good or bad qualities to make it even higher. That's the main problem I have with this anime. It's really interesting on how the anime portrays itself. It's really interesting. I wish there was more anime to it, but that's pretty much the anime as a whole. So I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. Um, this anime is kind of underwhelming. I just wish there was more character development. The theme song is okay, but the other issue I have with it is the fact that the other problem I have with this anime though is the lack of soundtrack. I didn't hear anything about the soundtrack that actually wowed me. And that's the other issue I have with it. Most of the animes that I've tried that have a killer soundtrack usually get put up in the top tier because the soundtrack makes the anime more suspenseful, more exciting, more laughable. This anime soundtrack just like it's fucking like flat, and that's the main problem I have with this anime. So I might give it a 5. Um, the main reason why I have an issue with the sport itself is that they try to focus too much on the sport. Like Big Wind Up, one of the baseball animes from my top 100 list, and Kuroko no Basketball, the same goes for that. They focuses on the basketball itself, but the only difference between those two animes and this anime is the fact that they tried to do character development both of the animes, and that separates what makes those animes great and not this anime, because it's all over the place. Like at one point they're trying to do exams, and then the next minute they're like sleeping, and then like for example, she failed the midterms beginning of this beginning of the series, and then but then you think that they're gonna make like a anime scene where she's trying to study with her. No, they just gonna cut it through and just slice that in half and just like tell us that she just passed. They don't even tell her how she passed. They show one scene about it, and then they cut to a commercial, because that's what the transitions is. Because that's, I know, anime logic. But then it goes right to the next scene where they're just shooting again. It makes no fucking sense. So I'm giving this one a 5. It's really decent. It's really good. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 5, I could have given it a 4 or 3, is because of the fact that it's a sport that I don't know about, and it's really interesting. But I do know some of it because it's in the Winter Olympics, I believe. If it's in the Summer Olympics, let me know, because I don't think it is, because you have to wear these weird jackets, because if you don't wear the jackets, you'll get disqualified. And the fact that it makes you stay the gun properly, because you have to shoot the thing 60 fucking times. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice positive day and take care. I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm fucking tired, and yeah. I'll see you in the next anime review. Stay positive, everyone. You know, animes, life is grand. Oh yeah, I also got a skull shirt. Yeah, Grim Reaper bitches.